Hi there, Chris here. I just finished watching Dark Arts Lockpicking live, which is one of my favorite things to do. Here it occurs at, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock, I can't remember. Early, but I'm always up. I've always been up for at least a couple hours at that point. And he was talking about doing more bypassing and picking or bypassing and raking and that kind of thing. So I have this challenge lock. It's on a Schlage keyway. It looks like a hand-filed key. Nice job. Very nice. And it is called Chatterbox, and it was pinned December 2nd, 2018 by Matt G. And I can't read this. Sent to me by BLP60. Thank you. So I thought I'd try and bypass this. But of course, there's nothing to bypass. But that you can try raking it. Did I show you how nicely this works? Boom, 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 like butter. There's a tiny, every once in a while there's a little hitch, but the rest of it is like butter. Which leads me to believe when I'm gutting this, I have to be careful because this core is loose in here, and with cold hands, I tend to run into trouble. So, let us try and rake this. And I remember making I remember Albert LaBelle quite some time ago was talking about stock lock Sundays, and he said he prefers, he made it real clear that he prefers to single pin pick, that raking is not for him. And I commented back saying that, well, with raking you really don't learn a whole lot about the lock. You may get the open, but you don't learn a whole lot of the lock. You do learn about the lock single pin picking. So on a challenge lock, do we want to learn all about the lock, or do we want to open it? I think kind of both. You know, they both can add to your knowledge and skill as a picker, but I thought I would try and rake this one anyway to see if it's rakeable. And I remember the first or second challenge lock I made, I was going to send it off to Albert LaBelle, and I thought, ooh, I wonder if this can be raked. And I tried it, and it was very easy to rake. And I thought, well, he doesn't rake, but he does send them, you know, he picks them and sends them out. So I switched things around so it wasn't rakeable. And it was just kind of a last minute thought, and I made the change in. It may have made it easier to pick, I can't remember, but it did make it so you couldn't rake it. So, which was my goal, so that was cool. Anyway, this is a no-name Euro, and let's see. I'm not going to use the snowman. The snowman is getting overworked. He's getting hot and starting to kind of melt a little bit, so he's in chill mode right now for a while, because I don't want him to do a meltdown. Anyway, I'm going to use this rake. It's on my absolute favorite jackknife pick, Mad Bob's. Unfortunately, Mad Bob doesn't make them anymore, so I want to be very careful with this. So if I break this, I don't have to, you know, try and make a duplicate. So here we go. I'm going to use light tension and sort of rock and rake. And if I don't get in real quickly or feel like I'm getting sets, I may reset, but I'm not going to have to. So Now, is that fair to rake a challenge lock? I don't know. Challenge lock makers gets to do they get to do all kinds of foolishness inside to keep us out. We're trying to get in. I think raking's okay, at least for me. If I can rake it, well, I'm in. Now the next thing is, can I get the clip off? Which somewhere around here I should have the clip remover. So that was pretty easily raked. Now, that being said, when I first got this whole wonderful sets of locks from BLP 60, I did start trying to single pin pick them. And I was able to single pin pick this, but obviously not as fast as raking. And oh, the other thing I wanted to say, it has this really cool crystal on there. So that's very cool. Whew, it's getting hot in here. I turn on the heat. So let us see what's in here. Well, shim it, because I shim every single lock that's shimmable. Okay, so it's 5-pinner. They all needed picking. You have something rounded here. Ooh. Okay, there's some cool stuff. Get in there. So right off I see number 5 is threaded. Looks like 3, 2, 1 are threaded. Can't tell what's going on with 4. But let's dump these out and see what we have. Okay, so we had a wafer in there. Where's my tweezers? And that is threaded. And number 2 is, ooh, beautiful serrated pin, key pin. And that is threaded as well. 3 is another wafer guy. Look out. And 3 is threaded. And 4 is the one I didn't know if it was threaded or not. Key pin is certainly threaded. Let's see what's happening with the that 4 chamber. Oh, I nailed 5 as well. No, I didn't. Can't count this morning. Four seems stuck, and then 5. Ooh, nice serrated key pin. So those are great. Those are great pins, key pins, and very sharp and very nice. Let's look at this one. This reminds me, if you have checked out my videos way back, I've done some very early Yales and Lockwood locks. I mean early, like maybe from the 20s, 30s, and they have some pins like this. And then I don't know what, they quit doing it or something. I don't know why, but they were pretty effective. So let's see what's inside here. Wow, these are beautiful pins. Okay, so this is I recognize this as a chest piece. A steel spring. And this is a mushroom pin. Come on, turn around there. Still in frame? Yeah. And a little tiny copper spring. And the next one is a spool with a copper, little copper spring. Let's go in the back. This is a munitions pin. I love these Spirit Lock Noob built. That's 5. That's a pellet. I love the Lock Noob pins, absolutely. Come on, let's not get all jacked here. And I have one more spring here. Here it is, steel spring. All right, so that is Chatterbox by Matt G. Chewer. Very cool, very nice lock. Thanks for sending that, BLP60. Thanks, Matt G, for pinning that up. Hit the like, certainly leave a comment, and we will see you next time.